I'm going to put it on Facebook too.
All right, yeah, that's it.
Says you. Right, so now I think I'm on Facebook now too. So if it doesn't work for you there, you can just go on Facebook. And it's still light here. You guys have the advantage of doing this in the dark.
Yes.
The somewhat dark. Yeah, just to give you a little background, I was actually taking this restorative yoga certification a couple Sundays ago, and as I was sitting there and listening to her explain the poses and what they were quote unquote good for, I'm like, wow, this could be really beneficial for perimenopause and menopausal women. So then I started to do research, and there is a lot of research that has been done on how it helps with hot flashes and stress and anxiety. Well, stress and anxiety is yoga in general, but when you are really like in a symptomatic phase, doing like power yoga, oh, I see you now, Rach. And you're probably just going to want to log off the phone then. Doing things that are more intense yoga wise are probably not going to be the best while you are experiencing hot flashes. So you want to try to lessen the tension in your body, and not really grip or have to put yourself in a position where you're feeling like you can't breathe, or it's a really intense pose. So even like yin yoga can be very intense if you've ever done it, just because of the length of the hold. So the idea behind using the props is to really allow your body to relax, if that makes sense. So any questions before we get started?
It is my favorite yoga.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I have to tell you, this one time I was presenting. I was a presenter at Woodlock Spa, and I was done my job, and I took a yoga nidra class, which I had never taken before, and pretty much every way I exercise is very intense. Very hard for me to relax unless I'm being forced to relax. So anyway, I take this yoga nidra class, and I'm with my daughter, and all of a sudden I hear this, ah, she's like nudging me. Totally fell asleep in the middle of this class. So anyway, just to give you an idea of how relaxing it can be. So what I'm going to do is kind of put you in the pose, show you options, and hopefully you have pillows and blankets and all that kind of good stuff that you can prop yourself up with. And then I'll, as we're doing it, try to explain the benefits, and also how it directly relates to menopause. So just make sure you have your pillows and blankets and any other kind of props that you want to use. And we're just going to come into a cross-legged position. If you want to, you can take pillows, shove them under your knees so you're supported. And you're just going to take your thumb and your middle finger into what's called mudra. place your wrists out over your knees. Shut your eyes if you feel comfortable. You guys don't want to be on video. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you're welcome to take yourselves off video. I don't really care. But whatever is going to make you more comfortable. So you're just going to shut your eyes and we're going to start to breathe in and out of the nostrils. And as you're breathing, you're going to take that breath in and you're going to breathe in to the count of 4. Hold it at the top for a count of 2. Exhale to the count of 4. And then hold that exhale for 2. So we're going to do that again. Take a nice deep breath to the count of 4. In through the nose, out through the nose. Hold for 2. And exhale for 4. And hold for 2. So go ahead and do that 4 or 5 more times. Feel your body relaxing. Let's do one more together. Let it go. Hold. Good. All right. So we're going to come on to all 4s. And we're going to work through 5 breath cycles for about 2 minutes with cat-cow. So your hands are going to be directly under your shoulders. Your toes are going to be tucked. And your knees are going to be directly under your hips. And we're just going to start with that neutral spine. So you're going to inhale and come into cow. So you're going to drop your belly button down towards the floor, look up towards the ceiling with your eyes. And then you're going to exhale into cat and hold there. And let's do that again. Take a breath in. Take your time. As far as cat-cow is concerned, the benefits, just moving your spine through a range of motion, affects both the front and the back of the spine. We're opening the chest in cow, and we're stretching parts of the body that are generally related to your sympathetic nervous system. So that's the part of your body that produces the fight or flight. And rounding the back into the cat position stretches the part of the body that relates to the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that is the relaxing part of the nervous system. During menopause, your joints start to become less mobile, and moving between these 2 positions, you're actually massaging the joints and the tissue around the spine, keeping them soft, supple, and young. And when it comes to your joints, they are able to create what's called synovial fluid when they are moved. When they stop moving, we don't get to produce that synovial fluid on our own. So that's why the old saying, move it or lose it, is 100% true. All right, let's go through one more. You guys look awesome with those cats. And then just come back into neutral. And what we're going to do is lift the knees up off the ground, straighten the legs, coming into a supported downward facing dog with support under your head. So you can Use a bolster, a block, folded blankets, pillows, but we're gonna go from that quadruped position into a supported downward facing dog. So head goes down, hips go up. Get comfortable with your shoulders. If this is not a happy pose for you, you can just take child's pose if you need to. So again, just supporting the head. And the reason we want to support the head again is just so that we are not creating stress or tension through the body. As you're here, you want to, again, make sure you're breathing. Benefits of this pose are really good for memory, which is something that we need to work on as we get older, and definitely as we are working through menopause. Calms the brain, helps relieve stress, depression, brings energy into the body. Great stretch for the shoulders, hamstrings, calves, arches, the hands, strengthens your arms and your legs, helps prevent osteoporosis, improves digestion, relieves headache, insomnia, back pain, and fatigue, and also therapeutic for flat feet and sciatica. So one more breath here. And then what I'm going to have you do is go from that downward facing dog, just walk your feet or your hands back towards your feet. And you're going to take those feet a little bit wider. Again, we're going to support the head. So you're in a basically a wide leg standing forward fold. And you're just going to drop your head back down onto a supported space with your pillows, your blankets, or whatever it might be. And you're going to hold that pose, feeling the stretch in your inner thighs, maybe down the backs of your thighs. Feeling your shoulders, continuing to breathe. Wide leg forward fold. Keep cycling through the breath, in through the nose, out of the nose. Allowing that head to be supported. So you're feeling that stretch again in the inner thigh, the back of the legs, the spine. Good to tone the abdominal muscles. Relieves mild backache, calms the brain. Therapeutic for headaches, fatigue, and also mild depression. So just take that breath in and out. If you're finding that this bothers your lower back, you want to just make sure you stop moving too intensely into the pose, and you can always come down to a seated position and do more of a forward fold supported. One more breath here. This one I think I missed. This one's for hot flashes. All right, so you're just gonna walk the feet in underneath your hips. And you're gonna go ahead and either grab your calves or your ankles. You don't need to pull, but support yourself. Or if it feels better to you, you can do a little ragdoll, so where you're holding on to either elbow. Again, the feeling is of no tension or stress. A little mild stretch is okay, but we want to make sure that we are trying to relax as best as possible in this position, continuing to breathe. And again, if it feels better for you, you can always support your head. How are you guys doing with your lower back? All good?
Okay.
This one calms the brain, helps relieve depression, stretches the spine, shoulders, hamstring, groin, improves digestion, relieves anxiety, fatigue, headaches. Helpful for insomnia. Take another deep breath in. go. And from here, let's just soften the knees and just do a couple of inhales, reaching the sky up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come down to a half forward fold. Take another breath in. Exhale, come back into that full forward fold. Soften your knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Look up towards the ceiling. Palms come together. Exhale, release. Come into that half forward fold again. Take one more breath here, lengthening through the spine, through the crown of your head. Exhale and come into a full forward fold. Softening your knees. Inhale, reach all the way up. Bring your palms together. Exhale and bring your hands to heart center. And very nice. Nicely done. All right. So let's come all the way back down. And this is a fun one. So if you have a wall near you, you can use the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can use a stability ball, you can use a chair, and I'll show you both options. But what we're gonna do, or what you can do, is legs up the wall. So you scoot your bum as close to the wall as you can. You could also, if you have a yoga strap, you could just put the strap, crisscross it through the front and the back, so that you're not having to hold your legs up there, or you can bend your knees over top of something, but we really want to just let our legs be unaffected, out of the picture. You guys have a wall nearby?
I'm gonna use my stability ball.
That works. When you have a second, you should try this with your legs up a wall. You don't necessarily have to do it right now, but benefits of this, calming the brain, helps relieve stress and depression, stretches the shoulders and the neck, tones the legs and the butt, improves digestion, helps relieve depression, mood swings, reduces fatigue, and also eliminates or alleviates insomnia. So just breathing in and out right here, in through the nose and out through the nose. If you have ever done a supported shoulder stand, you could do that as well, where you just take your hands and place them at the base of your hips and kind of let your legs hang out there, as long as you don't feel like you're having to hold this. So that would be another option. Or, like I said, and swing your legs over a chair, which I don't have up here, or stability ball. And just again, make sure you're breathing in, breathing out. Really allowing your body to relax. I would recommend, when you have time, to try different variations and see what works for you. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to gently release the legs. Bending the knees. And now we are going to go into a supported bridge. So either with pillows or, again, blankets, or if you have a yoga block at home, you're going to place that at the base of your spine. You might need 1 or 2 pillows or your dog. And just placing your feet on the mat with your knees bent, eyes closed, palms face up. Again, just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. The benefits of this pose: stretching the hips, the lower back, calms the brain, helps alleviate stress, mild depression, improves digestion, helps reduce anxiety, fatigue, backache, headache, and insomnia. Therapeutic for osteoporosis and sinusitis. You want to be careful with this pose if you do have a neck injury, just to make sure that you're not overextending. Your neck should be gently resting on the floor. You could always support your head if needed. Really depends on the shape of your spine or any injuries that you may have had there. So hopefully this is comfortable. If not, you want to try to get into the most comfortable position you can. So again, breathing in, breathing out, keeping that breath flowing in through your nose and focusing on deep cleansing breaths. So feeling the breath coming into your belly versus shallowly breathing in your chest. Find this pose to be extremely relaxing. So just take 1 more deep breath in. Let it go. All right, so you're going to gently remove whatever you have under your lower back. You can grab the backs of your thighs to sit up. And I'm going to show you, it's called reclining bound angle pose. If you have issues with your knees, you may not like this pose. So child's pose will be the option. But what you're going to do when you come up on all fours, and have those handy because we're going to use them behind you. Coming up on all fours, and you want to place your heels kind of on the outside of your butt. You may only want to do 1 leg at a time. That would also be fine. But then you're going to take these pillows. And again, if you know your knees don't like a quadricep stretch, this might be challenging for you. But go ahead and lay back with your head, lower back supported. Not the best. I need more props. But where I'm feeling this stretch is in my quadriceps because of all the cycling that I do. Again, if this is not a comfortable position for you, definitely want to be fully supported under that. Don't let your head hang. It might require, I don't know, 3 pillows. There's some blankets to wedge under there. And if you're still not loving that, you can go 1 at a time. So you would have 1 leg out in front of you, 1 leg back, and come into like a half pose. This might be better for you. and then just make sure you switch. And if you still don't like that, I would recommend coming into a head supported child's pose. So your hands could be out overhead in front of you, or you could even just bring them behind you, but make sure your head's supported. And just breathe in and out right there. So whatever works for you is what you need to do. And once you're into position, just again, return to your breath. So the benefits of this pose are for hot flashes and also just relaxation in general. So continue to breathe. Slowly. Finding that deep belly breath. Not really trying to control it, but just noticing how your body gets to slow down, your mind gets to slow down. If you're really not feeling comfortable, don't make yourself stay in that position. You can always go to child's pose. You are just placing one leg behind you. Make sure you switch now. About your abdomen softening. Allow the tightness in your chest and your belly to just release. You may also feel a little pain in your lower back. So if that's the case, you probably just need to prop up a little bit more. Allow yourself to let go a little further. Focusing on that breath. One more breath in here. Just going to want to ease yourself out of this. So if you're on both feet, you're probably just going to want to use your hands to bring yourself up. Shift over to one side. And then what we're going to do from here, come into a spinal twist. So again, have your pillows near you, but we're going to go ahead and roll all the way back. You're going to bring both knees into your chest. And let's take one of your pillows or bolsters or whatever you may have off to the right side. We'll do this together. Your arms are going to go wide. You might actually want to put a pillow under your left shoulder. And then we're going to take the knees over to the right side. And you can keep them stacked. Whatever feels good to you. If you feel like they're too high, just drop the knees down a little bit. And then if you can, just gently turn your head to look at the backhand. Keeping your eyes closed, though. Make sure you're fully supported. If it feels better for you too, you can drop the top, which is going to be your left knee, in front of the right knee or on top of. Just grab the extra pillows if you need so that you're not feeling, you can feel a light stretch, but I don't want you to feel a full, and just focus on your breath. Let your body go. Try not to hold on to anything. Good for your spine, for digestion. We're going to gently come back to center. Line your pillows up on the other side. And take a breath in. Allow your knees to drop off to the left. Your right arm can be supported by the pillow. Turn your eyes towards the hand, the right hand. Again, you can shift your knee up, the top knee, up over in front of the bottom knee. Keep them stacked. You could straighten that leg. You can let the leg go long, straight. The top leg goes straight, and just focus on the left leg. Make sure you're not feeling like you're holding on to tension or stress in any way. Allow yourself to be fully supported by the ground and the pillows. One more breath in. Let it go. Warm back up through center. Give your knees a nice little hug. Circle those knees around a little bit. One of the other places we tend to hold a lot of tension aside from our shoulders is in our hips. So what we're going to do, and you may want to slide your pillows down, is come into a butterfly. So the soles of your feet are going to come together, and you're just going to let your knees fall open. So your feet are kind of close to your groin. The soles of your feet are together, but make sure your knees are being fully supported. And if you need to, you can actually place a blanket or a little pillow underneath your neck or your head if it feels better than lying flat on the ground. Again, just closing your eyes here, allowing your hips to open, but feel supported. You can always walk your feet a little further away from your groin if the stretch feels like it's too much. here for another 3 minutes. Breathing in and out. Allowing yourself to relax and let go. As thoughts enter into your mind, acknowledge them and let them go with your exhale. Got about 2 more cycles of breathing. Going to come into just your final resting pose here. So go ahead and get comfortable into your Shavasana. You can place a pillow underneath your knees. You can place a pillow underneath your head. If you're feeling tension or stress in your lower back, a blanket might be a nice thing to place under there. You might want to cover yourself up with a blanket. Whatever works for you. And just make sure you're comfortable. And I'll just walk you through a meditation where we'll start at the bottom of the feet. And I want you to, as I speak about each space within your body, I want you to just visualize, feel, breathe into that space and feel that part of your body just relax a little bit further. We're going to begin with the toes on your right foot. Go ahead and relax each one at a time. Relax the arches of your feet. Relax that right ankle. Your calf. Your shin. Your right knee. The front of your thigh. Releasing all tension there. Back of your thigh. Your glutes. Allow that right hip to fall open. Shifting your awareness to your left foot, releasing one toe at a time. The arch of your foot. The ankle. The calf. shin, the top front part of your thigh, back of your thigh, that left knee, the left glute. Allow that left hip to open. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, just allow your lower body to completely relax. Hips open, toes turn out, letting go completely. Shifting your awareness to the tailbone, the base of your spine. I want you to imagine in your mind the first two fingers of your right hand, making small circles from the base of your spine all the way up, slowly to the curve of your lower back, massaging the spine as you go, between the shoulder blades, up to the base of your neck, along the curvature of your neck. And then just extend that head away from your shoulders, continuing to massage the back of your head, to the top of your head, to your forehead. Now I just want you to let your face completely relax. Feel the wrinkles from your forehead dissipate. Your eyes fall deep into their sockets. Your cheekbones melting towards your ears. Release your jaw, allowing your lips to slightly touch. Take a breath in here. Let it go and let your upper body relax. Shifting your awareness to your right hand, your fingers, relaxing them each one at a time, starting at your pinky and working your way towards your thumb. Gently releasing the palm of your hand. Your right wrist, your forearm, your elbow, your upper arm, your shoulder, allowing that shoulder to fall closer to the floor. Shifting your awareness to your left hand, starting at your pinky, working your way to your thumb, releasing one finger at a time. Palm of your hand, the left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, front and back. Allow your left shoulder to melt into the ground beneath you. And let's take a nice deep inhale. Exhale and let all remaining tension, let it go. Another breath in and let it go. Last breath in and let it go. Start to bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. If it feels good to you, you can roll your knees up towards your chest and gently roll over to your right side into fetal position first, or you can come all the way up to seated. Placing your wrists out over your knees. Feel like you still need to support your knees, feel free to do so. Bringing that thumb and middle finger together. One last deep breath in, lifting the head up towards the ceiling. Relax and let go. You are finished. Thanks for joining me, ladies. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay, to bed.
All right. Well, thank you.
No, notice my dog's mauling me.
I saw that as you're trying to relax. Oh,